Even this very moment we recognize as now is already slipping into the past. And yet, we keep asking, where are we right now? A single drop falls into darkness. Its ripple marks the beginning of time. That ripple gives birth to another, then quietly fades away. We stand at the edge of that fading, gazing into the elusive nature of now. When we began this exploration, what struck us most was the haunting realization that now might have no substance. And yet, paradoxically, it is within this emptiness that human existence takes form. The word now is not merely a temporal label. It is the only space in which we are truly alive. Insist on carving out something we call now. Does now truly exist? Or is it merely a cognitive illusion, a tool to measure change? The moment we try to define now, has it already passed us by? We paused before this question and began to unravel it instead. Is now a fixed point, or is it a fleeting apparition between what was and what will be? Do we experience the present, or do we construct it? Is time truly flowing, or are we the ones moving through the illusion of flow? Does the present exist, or is it merely a projection of consciousness? What if it is something we project, a story we keep telling ourselves to anchor the chaos? And what if this story was never true to begin with? Across philosophy, physics, and neuroscience, the idea of now fractures and expands. Philosophers suggest now cannot be pinned down, forever slipping between language and experience. Physicists describe it as local and relativistic, always in motion. Neuroscientists show us that what we perceive as now is delayed, stitched together by our brain's interpretations. Together, they paint a picture. The present is not a point in time, but a phenomenon of mind. In artificial systems, there is no sense of touch, no feeling, no memory, no anticipation, only the movement from input to output. To an AI, now is not a moment, it is a computation. While humans construct a temporal sense through memory, emotion, and prediction, AI processes only transformation, one state to the next, nothing more. And yet, ironically, it is this absence of now in AI that reveals how uniquely human the present truly is. We do more than compute. We feel the present. And this feeling arises only within the existential tension of being alive. Feel the present. Does that mean feeling itself is the true boundary of life? Then maybe the question isn't whether now is real. Maybe it's whether we are. Defies capture. It lives on the edge of existence and language. Physics tells us the present is local, relative, and in constant flux. Psychology shows that now is constructed, delayed, a product of sensory processing. AI reveals that without consciousness, now becomes irrelevant. And yet, despite their differences, all of these disciplines arrive at a shared understanding. The present is not a physical thing. It is an emergent phenomenon, a convergence of perception, memory, emotion, and awareness. Through our conversation, we learned something deeper still. That very non-existence of the present is what gives it power. And so, we say this with conviction. The only beings who can feel, remember, love, and grieve the present are human. We cannot hold on to the present, but in the space we cannot hold, we feel, remember, immerse, choose, live. These are not biological reactions. They are the acts of a being that weaves time through experience, then sees itself reflected in the fabric it has woven. We cannot possess now, but we can cast ourselves into it and feel, for an instant, that we exist. The present is a condensation of what it means to be alive. And that condensation, that awareness, is what makes us human. Even if the present is a fiction, we laugh, we cry, and we find truth in its passing. Yet, we feel it. We know we cannot fully explain it. Yet, we live it. And in this paradox, we exist. Now may be an illusion. But within that illusion, we experience everything that makes life real. Now may be an abstraction, but it is one only we, as humans, can perceive. And perhaps the most beautiful illusion we will ever know. That there is no now is, in itself, proof that we are here. And if we can live within the flicker of that moment, then maybe we finally touch something real.